Okay, folks, we are here for another episode of Feed the Beast Infinity Evolved Skyblock. This time with some live coffee. So, what I've decided to do is place acacia and birch saplings we got from sifting the dirt. Sieving. If someone can tell me the difference between sieving and sifting, I would gladly listen. And apart from that, I have prepared the thermionic fabricator. That is 16 gold in that one and 16 iron in that one. Pooh, and a whole bunch of bronze. Anyway, I have also prepared 2 survivalist generators here. Placed 1 piece of coal in each. The downside to the survivalist generator is that it can only generate 5 RF per tick. However, it can generate a shit ton of RF per burnable item, which is amazing. Here's my slapling. And the thermionic fabricator don't really need much, but as some of you know, it constantly draws RF if there is a recipe in it. You can disable that by just putting a lever on it, disabled by redstone. And the time it took between episodes was exactly the time it took for me to gather 10 diamonds. So that and that. Now it needs liquid resources, in this case glass. So you go here. And glass needs a lower smelting temperature than sand, because then the meat bar will be up here. And the panes give you less glass per, and when you turn it off, the glass will solidify and the machine will scrap the remaining glass. So we turn this on, and it starts to pull power to increase the heat inside the machine. Tum, 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 tum. See, missing liquid resources, and there it gets the liquid resources. Like that, take that, and disable it. And now it stopped draining power. You can see that it required very little power. What we're going to do with these is we're going to make lasers. And, well, I like lasers. We need a shit ton of redstone as well. Redstone goes in here, like this. And 1, 2 lasers. The redstone gets back, the obsidian gets back, and I think I have gold in this one. Yes. Molten gold, 4 ingots. Perfect for gear. And I put a little shelf down here. I would prefer if the shelf would have been more viewable, but it's okay. And I also put a bookcase here for all of these books. And that oak tree is so big, and I don't like the big trees. Well, I don't dislike the big trees, but you get what I mean. So, you need this with this, like that. And we need some obsidian, like that. This one here, this one there, and what's in the center? 1 single piece of redstone. And we get the assembly table. The assembly table, let's put it here. Let's put the lasers here. Now they will charge up and remove lots of power from the survivalist generators. And if we put something in here, like for instance, let's start with an iron ingot as well. See, you don't scratch the sofa. And 2 pieces of redstone. Let's see. We need this one. Make this one. You can see here that it's not working. Now it starts working. It's currently going at 80 RF per tick, and that's only until these buffers will run out. It requires 200,000 RF, and we only had 74 in each. So this one gives me 160,000 RF total, but it takes 27 minutes. Let's also make redstone chipsets for the rest of them. So that's 2 redstone chipsets and 1 iron chipset. What we can do now, because once that's done, it will spit out of the table, out on the ground, unless there is an inventory connected to it, like that. Now we'll put those in here, and let's see if we go, let's do this, and Steam Dynamo, we want this one. That takes one redstone chipset, and I want two of them. We also need a compressor from IC2, but the iron chipset that we are making first will go to the machine chassis we need for the IC2 machine called Metal Former, which will save on our resources. Currently we don't have a big issue with resources, we rather have a big issue with storage space. Nico, you don't attack the screen, please. My cat is being a derp, sort of. My cat really likes to attack the mouse button. And anything else that moves on the screen, don't. Okay, let me just... We have another Enderman as well. And as you saw there, that skeleton saw me and shot me through that gap. Which is horrible, because if there is a creeper in front of that one, that creeper will not become happy at the skeleton. And that will also cause the mob farm to self-destruct, so to speak. And to avoid that, we could just fill that in, but then I lose my fancy viewing point. The compromises we do, or the sacrifices we do. Let's see, you go here. What else did I get? Got some gunpowder. I don't want to put that here. That would be about it. You can go away. Should we maybe just do it? Safety should come first sometimes, like here. Oh well, good enough. I also wanted to set up some automatic lava production by simply moving the cobblestone. And the reason I wanted to grow other trees was to, well, vary the materials we're using, because cobblestone, even though it is chiseled, is quite bland. Don't have my chisel on me, never mind. So to automate this production and also some other things, we want to make transfer nodes. Let's see, transfer node. We want this one and this one. This one requires a bucket, and for that we could make both. The question is, should we make both before we have the metal former? Really, iron isn't that big of a problem. We have over a stack of ore gravel. Let's see how far along have we come? Oh, I know what we're doing. We're not doing anything else other than crafting with this. Let's see, iron. And also auto-sieving would be amazing. But I don't feel like we are there yet. Metal former. Because I want to do everything. We could just aim for a point and then work towards that point without deviating. But I want to deviate as much as possible and maybe even do some fancy building once we have the materials we want to use for it. So we need 8 iron plates. That is 16 iron ingots, like that. And you plus you gives me the basic machine casing. We also need 6 copper wires with some glue on it, like this. So that's 4 ingots, like that, followed by The Katarina, where's the Katarina? I think I put it in this chest. I also wouldn't mind at all actually organizing the shit that is this current base. Oh right, you will get 2. Oh boy. I always forget from time to time, every single time, how expensive IC2 is before you get the metal former. So we want that. It was 1 iron plate and 2 redstone. We have 2 redstone. Can make the iron plate like that, and it's shapeless, so you can do it in any configuration with the forge hammer. But I just kind of sort of don't. So this, and then we need a shit ton of bronze. That is only 2 toolboxes. That's 10 of these. That's 10 of those. That's 20 bronze ingots. I have 4. Dang it. This was actually quite, well, satisfying. Just holding down left click and clicking the right mouse button at the same time. Just spreading everything all around. And it takes quite a while for it to break the planks. You can see it only goes up to 15% approximately when I'm doing this. So you don't accidentally break your base. That's actually very, very handy. So, and then you just have to walk around, collect all your stuff. Hopefully not too much goes off the edge. Because if you do it here, you can actually do it. Oh, I thought that was clever, but it was unnecessarily clever. What you can do is look at your hotbar. If you put it, oh Jesus. Well, just do this, and that's the good thing about standing on a slab. If you double it, you don't get suffocation damage because you're half a block above the thing that could suffocate you. Schmack. Also you, smack. And again, schmack. We want to do this with 2 chests. Chests. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You, like so. Put that in there, and we get the toolboxes. Now we only need a shit ton of copper, and that's not an understatement in this case, because the amount of copper that goes into this is amazingly a lot. Because as we saw, we need 2 ingots per plate, 1 plate per 2 cables. That's 1 ingot per cable. That's 8, 16, 24 ingots worth of copper. That's 18, so we have enough, but it hurts. So let's see. Yeah, we should have enough once we just pour 2 blocks as well. So you refill, you go. How are you doing? Quite good, quite good. My throat is not being funny today. Well, it's being funny, it's acting funny. So you hit, whoop, and pour. And once we do this, no, we need 2 more ingots. So come on. These faucets aren't really quick, if we're being honest about it. Now, let's see if I can count. Sometimes I can, sometimes I apparently can't. So, you and you only have 9 uses left. Crud. Let's see, that will be 12. So, we need you and treated sticks. Treated sticks. Where did I put the treated? Here, so treated sticks. Treated sticks like that, and you like so. Here we go. So 1, 2, 3. That's what I said, right? No, you 24. Like that. 1, 2, 3. Good. Now, you in here. And we have our metal former. Combining that with the generator we made earlier, we can just build a platform. Now that we have our platform, we can just take these, put down the generator there, and the metal former there. Now we can waste a lot of coal, or we can use charcoal. Let's see, I think I have most of my charcoal here. And if we take, for example, wait, what are we doing now? What are we doing now? Anyway, if we need, for example, iron plates, we can set this rolling, put an iron ingot in. Ooh. Oh. Power this up. This will buffer 0U because this one takes it all. Once this is done, this will fill up its buffer. Like that, and now it's filling up. Once this is full, this one will fill up its buffer. But as you can see, you can do 2 operations with 1 piece of coal or charcoal. You can also put redstone or a, let's see, energy crystal, one of these, also made of the energium dust, just like the glass fiber cable, which is high-end stuff, or a endgame lapotron crystal. These can also be put down here to power a machine. In earlier game we'll manage with the 1 metal former. Later game we'll have 2, 1 for rolling and 1 for extruding. Cutting we'll barely use. Oh, now it hit me. We could make a water wheel. This is passive power from extruding an iron block, and we need 3 of those, and we need a dynamo, kinetic one, which is electrum wire, which is 4 electrum per 2 of those. We need 8, that's 4 kits. Yeah, and some more electrum and redstone, and treated wood planks and lead and iron. Lead, we should have iron, it's no problem. How are we for silver? And gold. Gold. We could have enough to just set up water wheel this episode. Let's look at that. Okay, so we need steel, which means we need to make a blast furnace, and I decided to actually go with immersive engineerings, even though I said I didn't want to do that. So, well, we won't use it forever anyway. So we need 28 blast bricks, and I think you can actually put them next to each other without issue. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I didn't want to do that. Stop stealing my stuff. Like that, and we have 1 spare, which is a very annoying thing, but that's okay. I think we would have had that anyway. Now, if we take the engineer's hammer and right click, we get a blast furnace. We need some steel, so we throw in iron and coal coke. It's that easy to get steel, apparently. And what I do in the meantime, yeah, well, let's save some dust. So now I think I've prepared just about everything to make the most awesome water wheel ever. Let's see. You and you can go away for now. We want to place these here, and we want to take up the dynamo, kinetic dynamo. So we need the electrum wire coil, which is an iron ingot center, like that, and then we need a shit ton of stuff, electrum and some treated wood. And how many was this? Was it 8? No, 4. 4 sets. So that's 1. It's basically that. Not that bad. No, 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 I'm drunk. I don't want to check up the recipe again, so here we go. There we go. And then we do this. Okay. I miscalculated. And right now I'm very happy about it, because that means we have some spare stuff. And we need lead and redstone block and treated wood planks and electrum and iron. Iron. And electrum and lead and redstone block. That's redstone. Let's see. 1 block of redstone, please. 2 treated wood planks. Piece of lead. Some electrum. Huh. And that's actually weight store power as well. I don't remember this being that easy. So you go here. And then we need iron. And redstone. I remember this as way harder. Huh. Okay. Water wheel. So we need 3 shafts of iron, which is extruded iron blocks. Done. Like that, and then the spokes segments. So we need 8 times 3 segments. Okay, I'm bringing up the calculator now. 8 times 3, 24. Good. 24 times 3, 24 times 4. Let's see, 90 something. Probably a stack and a half of sticks. A stack and a half of sticks. A stack. And a half. And you. No. Okay. What? I can't do math. That's more likely. And then we need some planks. Let's take all the wood we have. Let's cut down some wood. Do this. And treat that like that. And throw these in here again. And I want those to be here. Move. Move. Oh well. How many do we have? Let's see. 34 is not enough. Not even close. But we can make 1. And a bit. So what we're going to do is set up an area for this. And I feel that that direction is the best one. So aluminum. Aluminium. Scaffolding. I really like these new blocks from Immersive Engineering. However, I'm not sure if we can use them for this, because scaffolding has a tendency to, well, get destroyed. Anyway, I'm going to build a small area and let's set up a water wheel. Okay, preparations have been made. I've placed the dynamo now, and we're about to place the water wheels, and I also would like to try to set the water up correctly. I've started with the first water sources down there, and I have the fortune to have water around here because it has rained, so I don't have to run so far. And I also made a bed to get rid of the rain that we just talked about. So basically we want the water wheel to go that way, obviously. So if we check this as the edge, we want this. No. Yeah, pretty much that as well. That's not working. Not that. I thought glass was transparent enough. And I don't have more glass. Okay, let's try this. Oh, that works. That actually works. Let's see, do I have one? I don't even have one more of the glowstone covers. I'll be back with more resources. And the glass I'm using is the quite clear glass from Endrio. However, I'm using the shitty way of chiseling it into that. And the other thing I was going to get is glowstone. Let's see. Let's just grab one more. And in this case, I would say it's actually a valid opportunity to use a micro part because it has a function, not just a cheapskate light source. In the end, we'll probably use a painting machine from Endrio to make the building blocks that we're using use the have the lighting. So there and there. Is that right? It looks about right. And it goes down and below. And no, that glowstone is supposed to be water flowing inwards. I do have a print screen of my setup on the other screen because that's super useful. So thank you. Oh, I don't have this wall even, so now we have water. Okay, let's get some more water. Water. And get up here. So I want this here. And it doesn't connect because it's flowing in the right direction. And I don't know if this is the updated version because I told Krillic about using 2 dynamos on the same water wheel, set of water wheels, and he told me that that will be fixed in the latest version, and also the so-called 88 RF per tick bug, which, well, I don't want to say I'm sad. Why is this so dark? I have no clue. So if we're doing that, we want this to be water as well. So water. I should just go into a creative world and test this instead. Even if we do it and it's patched, we'll still get at least 75 RF per tick. And here. Now we can also have an infinite water source here. And the last thing we want is this block to run outwards. So that this and one more. Now this is supposedly the most efficient design, at least that I've built any time. So let's hook it up to something. We should, now we have the survivalist generators here that can generate 5 RF per tick, and we have this water wheel over here generating about 16 times as much. Yeah, and now we can actually start considering auto-sieving. And one thing that I really want to get my hands into is the agri-craft side of this pack. But I think that have to wait to the next episode. Maybe I will start breeding some crops and we'll have a look at that next episode. If not, we'll have something else to do. So thanks for watching this episode, and hey då! Okay, let's go in for a tiny extra clip here. I hooked up the assembly table and I realized that with that as the only thing hooked up to the dynamo, I can check if this is capable of doing 80 RF per tick, and it seems to be, and these are not changing in RF if you check Wayla. neither is the connector here. So apparently we're doing exactly 80 RF. Hit again.